Hi students, today we are going to learn about patterns. First, we are going to see about number patterns. A number pattern is a sequence or list of numbers formed according to a rule. Number patterns can use any of the four operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or even a combination of operations. To solve problems based on number patterns, we need to first find the rule followed by the numbers in the pattern. To find the rule, we need to look at the first few numbers in the series and try to find a relation between consecutive terms. For example, 5, 10, 15. Looking at the pattern, we can see that the first term is 5. The second term is 5 plus 5, that is 2 times of 5. The third term is 5 plus 5 plus 5, that is 3 times of 5. And the fourth term is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, that is 4 times of 5. The nth term would be 5 plus 5 plus 5 up to n times. So the nth term is 5 into n. Next, finding relationships between variables. Look at the shape pattern in the figure. At each step, the number of line segments increases. 3 line segments have been used to form the first shape, 5 line segments for the second shape, 7 line segments for the third shape, and so on. Let us express the pattern in the form of a table. X denotes the number of steps and Y denotes the number of line segments. Let us express this relationship in terms of variables X and Y. The difference of consecutive values of Y is 2. The relationship can be expressed as Y equal to 2x plus 1. In the table, what would be the value of Y when X equal to 21? We can easily find out. We know that Y is equal to 2x plus 1. So when X equal to 21, Y equal to 2 into 21 plus 1, which is equal to 43. Next, we are going to see about Pascal's triangle. Pascal's triangle is an interesting number pattern named after Blaise Pascal, a famous French mathematician. To build the triangle, we start with 1 at the top and continue adding numbers in a triangular shape. The leftmost and the rightmost diagonals of Pascal's triangle always consist of ones, and each number in between is the sum of the 2 numbers above it. Let us see how to form Pascal's triangle. Step 1. We start to generate Pascal's triangle by writing the number 1. Then we write a new row below this with the number 1 appearing twice. Step 2. We then generate new rows to build a triangle of numbers. Each new row must begin and end with a 1. Step 3. The remaining numbers in each row are calculated by adding the 2 numbers in the row above it, directly above the number and slightly to its left and its right. So, adding the 2 ones in the second row gives us 2, and this number goes in the empty space in the third row. Step 4. The 2 empty spaces in the fourth row are found by adding together the 2 numbers in the third row above it and to the left and right. We get 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 and 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. We write these 2 numbers in the empty spaces in the fourth row. Next, let us find some other number patterns in Pascal's triangle. Look at the first diagonal on the right in Pascal's triangle. The elements of the row are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The difference of consecutive elements is 0. In the second diagonal, the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each element is greater than the previous element by 1. If X is the element number and Y is the element, then we can tabulate the values as follows. From the table, we can see that y equal to x. In the third diagonal, the elements are 1, 3, 6, 10 and so on. If x is the element number and y is the element, then we can tabulate the values of x and y as follows. When x equal to 1, y equal to 1 equal to 1 into 1 plus 1 divided by 2. When x equal to 2, y equal to 3 equal to 2 into 2 plus 1 divided by 3. When x equal to 3, y equal to 6, which is equal to 3 into 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So the relationship between x and y can be generalized as y is equal to x into x plus 1 divided by 2. Let us solve some interesting problems based on Pascal's triangle. A hexagonal shape has been cut out from Pascal's triangle. Let's see if we can find the missing numbers. X is equal to the sum of the two numbers in the row above it. So x is equal to 126 plus 126, which is equal to 252. Similarly, y is equal to 210 plus x, which is equal to 210 plus 252, which is equal to 462. Next, let us look at an interesting pattern in Pascal's triangle. Start with a number at either end in Pascal's triangle and proceed down the diagonal. Then change direction for the last number. That last number is the sum of every other number in the diagonal. In the figure, if we add all the diagonal numbers in the first L shape, we get 5, which is the same as the last number. Similarly, adding the diagonal elements in the second L shape, we get 1 plus 4 plus 10 plus 20 equal to 35, which is the same as the last number. This is known as a hockey stick pattern. Next example, the data represents the height of a tree at the end of each week. Express the relationship between the height and the week using variables. The height difference between consecutive weeks is 8 feet. So 8x would be a part of the equation. The equation would be of the form y is equal to 8x plus c. For x equal to 1, y equal to 5. We get 5 is equal to 8 plus c, c is equal to minus 3. So the relationship can be expressed as y is equal to 8x minus 3.